Beautiful morning on the water, just a light northeaster blowing. It's just before dawn, moon's still up, but anyway, let's see if we can find some fish. I'll do a bit more filming when the light gets better. Alright, first fish of the morning. It's a little whiting, little sand whiting. Just get my net there. Cool. Nice little sandy. Sun's not quite up yet. It's bloody cold. But that makes it worthwhile. So I'll sort him out. We'll see if we can get some more. Okay, fish number 2. Might be a whiting. There's a little bit of weight in it. Yep, it's a whiting. Beauty. Another sand whiting. Oh no, it's a King George. Ripper. You ripper. Lovely. Yep, easily a keeper. You beauty. Another whiting. Yep, another whiting. Beauty. Another King George. Easily a keeper. I'll measure him, of course, just to be sure. Yep, no problem there. Awesome. This might be another whiting. I'm going to try and get a underwater photo of this one. It's a bit of a risk mucking around trying to get a photo, but anyway, see how we go. Oh, it's a sand whiting. It's not a King George. It's a sandy. But they're all good. So let's get him in the net before I lose him mucking around. Oh yeah, look at that. Unhooked himself in the net. That's the risk of trying to get the photo. Muck around too much, you'll lose the fish. Anyway, cool fish. Love whiting. A great fish. Okay, I think I've got another whiting. We'll try again for a photo. Underwater photo. This one might be a KG, I'm hoping. Yep, KG. It's a ripper too. Stop mucking around, get him in the net. It's a stonker. Look at that. What a fantastic fish. Easily over the legal limit. Awesome. Love them. Just love them. I think this is a good fish. This is a good fish. It's another KG. Oh yeah, good fish. Yeah, that might be the biggest one yet. It's a stonker. That light on him there. Just a beautiful fish. Alright, so what about tips and technique? So the rod I'm using, a 6'6" spinning rod, 3 to 5 kilo, so it's relatively light rod. A 2,500 size reel, but a 2,000, even a 1,000 would be fine. I use mono. I prefer to use mono when I'm fishing with bait. From memory, I think that's 8 pound mono. I'm not entirely sure, but I would guess 8 pound mono. And I use a Paternoster rig, which is sinker on the bottom, a couple of dropper loops, and I use long shank hooks. And the reason I use long shank hooks is they're easier to unhook with whiting, because whiting often swallow the bait well down, and if you've got a long shank hook, you often don't get swallowed quite as deep, and it just makes it easier to retrieve. Circle hooks would give you a better hook up. I do lose the occasional fish with long shank hooks, but it's not a big deal. That's why I use long shanks. The bottom hook I usually have pretty close to the sinker. You can see how that would sit on the bottom, like that. And that's it. It's pretty simple fishing, really. I like to fish in about 7 or 8 metres of water. That's just where I tend to have most luck. And I like to fish in areas where there is weed, but I like the sandy patches in the weed. So I don't like to fish in the weed itself. You tend to get a lot more blowies. But sandy patches near weed generally has whiting in it. And you'll find squid there too as a bit of a bonus. Anyway, hope that helps with your whiting fishing. A lot of different people have a lot of different techniques. That's just the one that works for me. Give it a go. As I've mentioned previously, squid tentacles are my go-to bait. Squid. That one there, make a perfect bait. Works a treat. Alright, technique. So what I like to do is get that bait straight down to the bottom. What am I in? I'm in 7.5 metres of water here. So get the bait straight to the bottom. And then just give it a little bit more slack. And the reason I do that is because a whiting will pick up a bait and move away with it. And that'll give you just that little split second warning. The line will start to tighten just before he takes it, and you know what's about to happen. Okay, I think I got another whiting here. And that bite, as I was just trying to explain, was sort of a couple of very smooth taps, and then it just pulled away, just like that. And that's how whiting tend to bite. Yep, it's another King George. Awesome. Let's get the net behind him. Cool. Keeper, beauty. Dragging it, moving away. Got him. It's a smaller one than the other ones, but it'll still be a legal fish. sure. Come here. Yep, another legal fish. Okay, and here's my last tip for the day. Even though I could sit here and bag out quite easily, I'm going to show a bit of restraint and go home. There's no point just taking every fish that's available. Just take what you need. Don't be greedy. Save some for next time. So, thanks for coming fishing with me again, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video and hope you got something out of the tips I gave you. Give it a go if it works for you. Great. You might have your own technique which works very well for you too, so yeah, that's cool too. Anyway, thanks for coming fishing with me. Tight lines. See you next time. Here's another vitally important tip for these cold mornings. Make sure you have a thermos of coffee.